If you recall, in Egoist, Olivia starts on a bed. When she awakes, she touches the feathers as if she knows what is going on. Dejavu. Like she's been here before. We also periodically see flashes of images, like scenes from a dream that Olivia had that she still retains here, in the real world. We saw the cassette tape, Jinsol eating a cherry, the claw descending, the machinery at the incineration plant, Jinsol in front of the words fallen angel, and the bed on fire. The cassette represents the loop, but also reflects the constant looping of deja vu in dreams in the dream world. Remember, in Every Day I Love You, which was the first music video to have the cassette tape present, Vivi dreams the entire sequence with the boy, and it all began when she pressed play on the cassette tape. After she had failed to break the loop with 1/3 in Love and Live, she tries again in Every Day I Love You. It, evidently, does not work. Kimlip then acquired the cassette tape, but as we saw in Girlfriend and Lunatic, Eve stole it from her. Eve then used it to rewind this loop to go back to the events of Every Day I Love You to alter what happened, and to inspire sin. In Egoist, Olivia is dropped by Eve. Whatever knowledge Eve had about the loop did not work in trying to alter the events to break it. That's why Olivia remembers the crane, the cherries, the uniform, and everything else on fire. Remember how she meets herself on the bed? Yep, that is Dreamworld Olivia. Jinsol's rap part in Egoist sings, "You are me, now I'm you, little by little, soaked in my veins. On and on, you and me, the endless cycle. We can't be separated. When I miss you, I close my eyes and go to you for a while." Holy shit. Eve in Butterfly sings, "Will you whisper to me? You're the deja vu that wakes me up." That is the one singular line that initiated this entire tangent, and connected a lot of aspects of this theory. In Sweet Crazy Love, Olivia whispered to Jinsol, and Jinsol later killed the beta fish, unveiled her odd eye, and awoke in the Looniverse. Now, Jinsol whispers to Olivia, where Olivia's old self has also died, and now that Olivia has had a taste for blood, she's not ready to let go. Both Jinsol and Olivia are one with their shadows. They can't be separated. They don't exist on the same side of the Mobius. Hence why, when the girls miss them, they just close their eyes. They just go to sleep, and they'll see them. Olivia is an antagonistic character in the Looniverse. I've been saying this since her introduction into Luna. One commenter on the same X2X theory on Reddit, user Flippantry, said, "I just rewatched Egoist, and the bed that burns is on the set that's different to the one that she wakes up in as well. So it could even be her altered dark self that's burning the bed. Maybe to stop her from returning to this dream world and thwarting her plans to unite with the girls." You also see the tape burning, which could either be considered her trying to stop the odd eye circle loop, and the poor Eve duck is being burned too. Flippantry is right on the money. Olivia has some knowledge from her dreams, shown to us throughout the flashing images that she keeps remembering, and Eve was the girl in them. That was Eve's claw machine. That was Eve trying to do something to affect the loop so that they could break it. But since Olivia represents anger in the YY by Y genetic makeup, she, of course, is angry, and anger breeds malice. Olivia desired revenge. She shows anger towards the taboos of Eden. So now, Olivia is going to thwart the plans to break the loop. This reflects why in Hi Hi, she is reluctant to join YY by Y and Luna as a whole, and why she sings, "I need just a little bit more time." As we know, harmony and balance is maintained in our world because of the existence of inseparable opposing pairs. So if one element of the pair does not want to join, the pair cannot be synchronized. The loop cannot be broken. Olivia also sings "My Dreams That I Prayed For" as she looks down at the bed that she left, which was bloody due to Eve's failed attempts at correcting the timeline. Olivia sings "That's When I Realized." More dream sequences flash. She enters down a blue hallway into a red room, and she encounters her dream world self on the bed. In Butterfly, Olivia sings "Everything around me is blue." Everything around her was blue when she entered the dream world. The room at the end is in red because it signifies a place where Olivia can employ her revenge, where it can burn. But everything being blue also alludes to Jinsol from Egoist, Jinsol's color, and how it's been spread in the Looniverse. The first time we ever saw Jinsol was in Every Day I Need You, and we saw her in black and white. I initially said it was because she had not awoken in the Looniverse, and had not spread her colors. Well, this is perfect. If that is Dreamworld Jinsol, who was saved by Vivi, the girl who initially had the cassette tape and desired to break the loop in Love and Live, in Hong Kong, the place where Sonatine, the song where the secrets of secrets would be revealed, aka Dreamworld and Real World Girls Meeting, was filmed, as well as Love and Live in certain scenes, then it makes sense as to how Jinsol would know so much. Lest we forget, Jinsol is extremely mysterious. She somehow had been brought into the Looniverse to perhaps fix the timeline by the first and only girl at the time to know how the loop and cassette worked. She somehow knew that she needed to get her fish from the aquarium from the one in Hong Kong in Vivi's letter to Hong Kong cinema theory, She somehow knew what powers the cherries hold in order to give it to Cherry. She decided to spread her color in one of the many possible timelines that we saw represented by the thousands of fish tanks and Singing in the Rain, and somehow was able to spread her blue to influence Olivia. Blue is the color of the sky and of the ocean, which are infinitely endless to our eyes. As such, so is a loop. Blue is a color that spreads wisdom, enlightening those that are surrounded by it. Jinsoul knows about the loop as well, and there is more to explore with her. I'll take an in-depth look into this new Dreamworld lens at her music video in another video. Olivia, after having entered the room bathed in red light, realized that she was going to be one with her Dreamworld self, and she could no longer trust Eve, who selfishly dropped Olivia like a fallen angel because she refused to change. Olivia was angry, and she desired revenge. Olivia says, this must not be a coincidence. It was fate. After this, she's wearing black and white, universal colors of the yin and yang pairs. And, of course, it is not coincidence. It was fate. In this timeline, before anyone went back to alter it, this was what was meant to happen. There's no point in trying to deny the fate laid out for you when it was your destiny to fulfill it and join with the dark aspects of yourself. Another commenter on this thread, who mentioned me, hey, shout out, user SHB117, brought up an evil Eve theory. They believe that Eve is one of the antagonists of YY by Y, and that she has very calculated actions in regards to her interactions with the remaining YY by Y girls. This is veritable. We see her going out to inspire Sin and the other girls, and we know that she has knowledge of the loop, and that she desires to change it, to engage in the butterfly effect. But what if her intentions aren't good? As I said before, Eve questions God and decides to decide fate laid out for her, which essentially means to alter her future. And she could very well alter this future by messing with the loop. SHB117 writes, she is the one who decides to leave heaven and betray God. She is the one who gets the other two girls to follow her into the forest and away from the castle. So it wouldn't make sense that she would crown Go-On her queen, since she seems to want to create her own world with the other girls as her followers. They also write, going back to Go-On, I feel that the entire coronation sequence is a mirage set up by Eve to make Go-On feel as if she is under control. The coronation room is completely black, except for the floor and the windows, which doesn't really paint a happy picture to me. It feels more like dream space than anything else. Why would Eve hug Go-On after crowning her? It doesn't fit with how you're supposed to treat royalty. You were supposed to bow down to them and not hug them, right? Even more so, the last sequence of the same coronation room has a small monument that almost looks like some kind of tombstone to me, if I'm being honest. Which now, looking at X1X, makes me think that this isn't the first time Go-On has died. Considering all of the above, I think Go-On in XX has realized the mirage and is trying to undo what has already happened. The fact that Olivia went to Iceland with Go-On to film some things makes me feel like Go-On and Olivia have a significant role to play together. It's possible that Go-On might side with Olivia in the conflict between Olivia and Eve. Not sure how it connects to the rest of the girls, however. The monument in One and Only is actually a pedestal, not a tombstone, and we don't see it until after Eve had crowned Go-On. To put someone on a pedestal means to grant them superiority, the same superiority that would come within newfound power and royalty. Might I add that, before Go-On turns blonde and is crowned, she sings, "The reflection of my new shape on the window, it feels familiar now. The voice being heard again, I am trying to listen." That voice could be interpreted as the same whisper that woke up Eve, that deja vu. Remember, we've decided that the Luna girls are trying to break the loop or cycle, but we don't entirely know their motive. Is there a voice telling them to do so? Only time will tell. We saw Go-On looking at herself in the mirror in One and Only in a black space, which is the Dreamworld, side B of the Mobius strip. So, when she says she sees her new shape in the window, that was in the black coronation room, with the cathedral windows in it. The chandelier, that represents the crown, was lit. The window was there for Go-On to see her reflection, and light poured in behind Eve, from the Earth world, and that is what would grant Go-On the new enlightenment to go with her new enlightened hair. When Go-On is crowned, that is her manifesting a character of herself that had, as we saw, only existed in her shadows, in the version of herself that she had kept hidden. That's why we see them running down the halls at the end, and why confetti pours in the Dreamworld. Go-On joined her shadow in the Dreamworld in order to fully accept all aspects of herself. Remember, there's still the core message of love, and in regards to YY by Y, the core message of self-love. Perhaps that is why she knows something about the other side of the strip, and becomes the one who goes back to Iceland first, in the dark, to go back and initiate the butterfly effect once more. Go-On sings in One and Only. In this universe, it is not a coincidence that I have met myself. Like how Hassel said it wasn't a coincidence, how Olivia said it was a coincidence, and how many girls said it was not a coincidence. In Favorite, which happened in the Dreamworld, Kim Lip sings, "The fate that seems like coincidence." But it's your fate, it's not coincidental. Hassel sings in Butterfly, "This might just be a dream," as the girl who had just awoken in the world looks over at the butterfly on her right shoulder. But then Chu, our newly labeled Hope Girl, sings, "This moment, dreams may come true," as she folds her hands like you would when praying. Like the praying that Olivia said of an egoist, the dreams that she prayed for. This is the 2-2 fusion with XX that BBC wrote about in the Butterfly description. The fusion of the Luna girls and their shadows. The dual union to maintain harmony in the Luniverse. To see the hidden. And since BBC defined XX as the foreshadowing that the album is completed at the opposite side of where plus plus is, we can infer that they are talking about the dream world and the real world. That we in fact did go back, after having seen the music video rewinded in XX. We next saw X1X, the teaser in all black and white, indicating the dream world. I plan to make a much more in-depth analysis of the Dreamworld theory soon, and I will embellish more and swan dive deep into each video once more, just as I had for my complete theory. I just can't say everything that I want to say right now, because this is supposed to be a butterfly analysis video, and I just wanted to share the bare bones of my theory. I'll keep building on my theories just as Luna builds on their lore, and let you all know very soon. However, I'll leave you with a little food for thought. Because our shadows can only exist when light is poured onto them, then can't our dark aspects only exist because of our light aspects? We're told to maintain our image, to hide our struggles, or our secret pleasures. Well, can't the good aspects just be another mask? Are our dark aspects of ourselves who we truly are then? We just keep them in line because society says we must. And I'm not referring to murderous tendencies or violent behavior. You should never act on those. I mean our innate cynicism, our deepest fears, our judgments, our true thoughts, our raw emotions. Are those the real aspects of ourselves? Or are they locked away within ourselves because the dark side must never be seen? Well, if it must go, it must go. All that is bad must burn. It must be purged. But by God, do I hope you made the right decision of what aspects you must present and what aspects you must repent. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. This is Twinfish, signing off.